mine!
Huh? Woman has lived. What was that?
No rough stuff. Just take it slow. Don't sound like much fun.
I was sure. What was that? You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Weren't expecting that, were you?
No one messes it. You puny weakling. Oh well, must have run off. Huh? Is someone there? I guess I was just hearing things.
Once was a woman.
Might pay off my bounty this time. Is someone there? What was that? This what you want? Can't wait to count your coins. What was that? What was he thinking? What was that? Give up while you still can!
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
You should head on inside. Aldis or Schooley can take care of you.
Ah, a visitor. Old Rolden Inn has hundreds of years of history, friend.
Mama, where did Papa go?
He's off fighting the war, dear. For the Stormcloaks.
Last time you said he was fighting for the Empire.
Yep, sure he's doing well there.
This is the old Rolden Inn. Clean beds and strong drink. Watch your tongue, stranger. We don't take back talk in this inn. Magic? That's dangerous. You want to learn that? Go to that college in Winterhold. They teach that stuff there. Hey, I know. The Jarl's wizard could teach you. He's lots closer. Bye.
You'll be looking to rent Tiber Septim's room, I take it? That's right. In the Second Era, Tiber Septim himself led the army that conquered Old Hroldan from the barbarians of the Reach. Septim would later found the empire that united Tamriel, but his first known battle and victory was right here. And this inn has the very bed the great general slept in on his first night as Old Hroldan's liberator, as good as it was hundreds of years ago. All right, then.
Change the linens myself. They're fresh.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
My boy Leontius lives in Old Trollden. Damn drunk. What, have you been staring at your feet this whole time? You see that big city up ahead of you? Markarth? Head over there. Unless you feel like helping my wife pick crops. And then 50 years later, you'll wake up and still be here. What kind of question is that? Look at me. Is this a young man's face? I've been here 50 years, and nothing's gonna move me off my land. That's right. Old Inn to the south. The oaf doesn't even bother to visit these days. What am I supposed to do if the dragons burn down the farm? You're a traveler, right? I have this letter for him. Let him know how much of a failure he is. Good. You make sure the lug tips you when he gets it.
Oh, what is this? A visitor to our farm? Oh, do stay for a while, dear.
Need a trained war dog? Fiercest companion money can buy. Good. Here you are. He'll follow you to oblivion and back, if it comes to that. A war dog is good company, and don't fall. How are the new breeds getting along with my dogs?
Haven't attacked each other yet. Good a sign as any. Need something? That would be Jarl Igmund. Young for a ruler of a hold, especially the Reach. Wasn't surprising he stayed loyal to the Empire. His father helped capture Ulfric Stormcloak after the Markarth incident. It's the whole reason Ulfric revolted against the Empire. Well, the first reason, anyway. Forsworn had taken over Markarth, and Ulfric and his men drove them out. Empire promised they'd be free to worship Talos afterwards. Pity no one told the elves. Whole group of those Thalmor came, and they demanded Ulfric's arrest. Before the Nords came, we worshipped the old gods, had our own kingdom. Times have been good and bad since then, but some folks couldn't handle not ruling their own land. Those are the Forsworn. The Forsworn follow the old ways, but some of those were best forgotten. Blood sacrifices, communing with Daedra. It's the road to ruin. Got one all saddled and ready to go. What are you willing to pay? Sounds fair. She's yours. Like I said, she's all saddled. May the crags fail to trip your feet.
spend the gold on a new flick from Pops, but the horses bring in more gold.
First time in Markarth, traveler. Take my advice. If you see anything, don't get involved. The city guard will take care of it. See? There you go. Getting involved. Don't ask too many questions in Markarth. Safer for everyone that way. Head on in. Keep your nose clean and you won't have any problems with us.
This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach. You've been seen in the company of the companions. That's an honorable path you're on, friend.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home?
Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my sister.
Hey!
Mercy.
Get to the boards!
I
will die for my
By the Divines, the Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone,
there.
stay back.
You're the one they
Markarth
call
City Guard have
Dragonborn.
this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Then it is too late. The lie has already taken root in the hearts of men. So we shall expose to them the falseness in their hearts by tearing out yours, deceiver. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him. Find out!
We'll handle things from here. Move along. We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Did you see that, madman? A forsworn agent, here in the city. Think he worked down at the smelter. A lot of laborers there are sympathetic to the Forsworn. They promise people they'll kill off all the Nords that rule over the Reach. Nothing but murderers and saboteurs. Did you just see that woman getting attacked in front of us? We're closed. This has ruined my entire day.
Did you hear all that noise outside?
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the counter.
Lisbeth handles the customers. I just check the shipments.
No, I'm not Arnleaf. Yes, I know it's called Arnleaf and Sons. Oh, by the divines, is it that obvious? I swear, if my Gunnar was alive to see me now. This store would finally be on its feet if I hadn't lost my last shipment to the Forsworn attacks. A specially made Dibella statuette. You aren't for hire, are you? A sellsword? I'll pay you if you can recover that statuette from the Forsworn. Thank you. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for you when you return. I inherited the store from my husband. His father was Arnleif. My husband, Gunnar, died about 5 years ago. Forsworn attack. I miss that stubborn oaf. No, as if trade wasn't poor enough. Now there's violence in the streets. It was the Forsworn, wasn't it? I lose dozens of shipments every season to those barbarians. Now they're in the city? Gods help us. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Come back whenever you need something.
What can I do for you?
Come on in.
Yes?
The Silver Blood Inn
Huh?
has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Yes?
We drink to our youth. Today is come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the stormcloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we'll take back our home.
There's no shipments coming in, so I
Rick,
do.
the killer of kings, on the day of your death, we'll drink and we'll sing.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up.
Our lives, and when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. What can an old skull do for you, huh? Well, you've come to the right place. That's about the truth of it. Write tales about the sights I've seen, the battles I've fought. Earned quite a name for myself when I was younger. The Bard's College still teaches some of my work to their students. Good fighting to you.
Why can't the men
Can't be too careful these days, with the war and other dangers. For a fair price, I'll watch your back. That's a fair price. My blade is yours. Lead on. Divine smile on you, friend. You lead. I'll follow.
This is the Silver Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Got a witch hunter in town from the priesthood of Stendar. Keeps asking questions about that old abandoned house. Degane the beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Any aspiring mage would do well to look for the college in Winterhold. Head there, and you'll get what you're after. Although our Jarl's humble wizard might be willing to help you too. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood.
You a fighting gal? How about a little bet? I'm drunk, and it's been a while since I had a good fight. 100 septims says I can take you, bare-handed. That's the spirit. Let's go. Fight!
Hey,
Fight!
watch what you're doing. I'm getting out.
Here we go.
This should be good.
Joe.
Someone keep those hands up! Someone do something! To our youth.
Remember, hit the one in the middle.
On, for the age of aggression is just...
Wait! I can still fight.
No. Keep those hands up!
Fair fight. Here you are. My favorite drink. Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company. I'm a porter. Just some muscle hired to move heavy packages. But we don't get any shipments in. Forsworn attack every caravan. So all I do is sit here and drink. I think I'm going to get another drink.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand. Aye, a whole heap of it. You see that temple? Way up there? All them women keeping to themselves. Won't let poor DeGain in, nope. Not even for a look. But they've got a treasure in there. Gold statue size of a child. Who knows what they use it for, but I know what I'll use it for. Well, let's not put it like that. Wouldn't want the Thieves Guild catching wind of us, eh? Nah, just creep in and have a go at taking it out. I'll be here and pay you half of what my man in Riften promised for it. You'll be helping out an old beggar, and the divine smile on that sort of thing.
Drinks here are watered down, but they're cheap. We've lost a lot of good people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out. He's a damn tyrant, always being goaded by the Silverbloods to get more work out of us. They pay us next to nothing. We get beaten if we make a mistake. And where are our kind Nord rulers? What are they doing? You're gonna try to talk sense into that orc? I'll believe it when I see it. Until next time.
Unlike my husband Clever,
Magic? Got no good use for that here. Mages keep to their college in Winterhold. Go bother them. Wish the Jarl's wizard would up and leave with you. I should remind Clever to clean this place up.
Just here to drink.
Nothing, you pig-headed
Don't get
old-
involved in that nonsense. Just want to work. Until next time.
don't mind the yelling. My parents are always going at each other.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink. Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
They don't like us talking to people when we work.
What happened?
Move along. More bastards better off.
How about a septum? Wait, make that 2 septums. I feel like living it up.
So you don't know anything about this house?
No.
Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises?
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, legal rites and so forth. I was actually just about to head on inside. It'd be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
Fresh food. No wood rot on the furniture. Someone's been here. Recently. But the people I asked say no one enters or leaves. Wait, did you hear that? I think it came this way. That's it. Something's inside the house. Come on, we're getting to the bottom of this. Come out. We know you're here. There's another door. See if you can get it open. Stendar's mercy. This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
Weak. He's weak. You're strong. Crush him.
Come on, let's go. We're getting out of here, now.
No. Kill him. Crush his bones. Tear at his flesh.
Get out of my head,
Daedra. You will kill, or you will die.
I don't want to die. I can't die here. Daedra has us. It's you or me. Never should have come here. Just a scratch.
Yes, your reward is waiting for you, mortal. Further down. Yes, further into the bowels. So close, your prize is waiting. Did you think Molegbal, the Lord of Domination, would so easily reward you? What do you see from that little cage? Speak! Rusted, dry. There was a time when this mace dripped with the blood of the feeble and the worthless. But a Daedric lord has his enemies, and my rival Boethia had her priest desecrate it, left it here to decay, until you came. Revenge? No, I want submission. I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul. He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing, captured and bound, left to rot. Save him. Let him perform his rite one more time. And when he does, we will be waiting for him.
The Treasury House is... I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. I have records I need to tend to.
Just here to work.
Why are you bothering me, outsider? Then you're talking to the wrong man. You want that elf in the keep, Calcimo. The only thing I'll tell you about Markarth is to stay out of our business. We have enough around here without some outsider causing trouble. I should get back to work. Money doesn't count. Out of my way, outsider.
Bloody enough for you, outsider? Then you found your home, friend. Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth. Welcome. It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods. They have a whole mine filled with prisoners that dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first. No, I live in a nice house in solitude, where the air isn't filled with smoke from the silver smelters, and golden-haired girls shine my shield. Been here ever since I left the Bard's College. Turns out a few muscles earn more gold than a damn loot. The Silverbloods pay me, let me crack a few skulls, and keep the guards off my back. That's all I need. Jarl is who you want to talk to. Always coin to be made killing off some Forsworn in the hills. As long as you don't mind going axe to axe with a bunch of Daedra-worshipping savages who practice the dark arts. Yeah.
My husband Thonar handles all our family's business. He's an important man. My dear Vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silverblood Inn? Not that we named it that. The people just insisted. He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar. Yes, I was bored talking to you anyway.
I've worked in the Treasury House for almost 20 years.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silver Blood Inn. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Waylon, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. I have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Let me know as soon as you found anything. The city's got eyes. Be careful when you... There.
Citizen.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
You there. You another Imperial puppet? Answer me. There's a war on and you don't know what I'm talking about. The Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he wants. The Silverblood family will be heard. That's a true Nord hero. A legend. So great that the Divines themselves lifted his soul into the heavens and made him a god. He founded the Empire, and now they've turned their back on him to appease the elves. Elves. Do the elves rule Skyrim, or do the Nords? We own Sidna Mine, best prison in Skyrim, and source of half the wealth in this city. We keep the Reach safe. We flood Markarth with wealth. But does the Jarl listen to us when we want to say? No. He's busy forgetting that Ulfric Stormcloak saved this city from the Forsworn. Ulfric's a hero, not a damn criminal. They started the Great War, nearly destroyed the Imperial City. Then the Emperor took the coward's way out and surrendered. Now the elves dictate everything we do, and they don't want us acknowledging a mere human like Talos as the god he is. He used the Thu'um, shouted those Forsworn from the walls. Then he led a band of Nord warriors in to take the city, just like Talos himself at the Battle of Old Hroldan, reclaiming the Reach from those heathen natives. Stay out of trouble in my city.
You're here to see the Jarl. No sudden moves. Understand?
I'm Calselmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. Nisuan Zell? The ruins underneath Markarth? The wealth of artifacts that I've based 2 human lifetimes of research on? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Persistent, aren't you? Oh, very well. Who am I to stand in the way of curiosity? I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in the Chuan cell. My workers call her Nimhi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimhi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer museum. What do you say? Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site. So you wish to master the arcane arts? Yes, their history and culture is all around us in Markarth, a race of stonecutters, artisans, and engineers. They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves. And then, at a time we are still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works. To protect my research, for one. There are more cutthroat scholars out there who would steal my findings if they got the chance. And the excavations into Nichuan Zell are dangerous. Dwemer machines and traps still functional, even after thousands of years. What? Oh, goodbye.
Dwarven city underneath the keep. The Shuan Cell. Best steer clear if you don't want a steam centurion carving you up.
If it's about the Hall of the Dead, no, you can't go in there. I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. You will be able to visit the dead again soon. All right. I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet, It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Archay will reward you. Take my key, and be careful. New to Skyrim? I was confused at first, too. The Nords call their mausoleums the Hall of the Dead. It's where people in the city are buried. Fathers, forefathers, mothers, foremothers. Archay, one of the 8 divines, god of the cycle of birth and death. It is his shrine people pray to when they visit the hall, that his divinity will watch over their ancestors on the way to the next life. Tread lightly in the hall. You don't know what's in there.
Not many would walk blindly into a crypt, smelling of steel and blood, but not fear. I feel the hunger inside of you, gnawing at you. You see the dead, and your mouth grows wet. Your stomach growls. It's all right. I will not shun you for what you are. Stay. I will tell you everything you have forgotten. You were young when you first tasted human flesh, weren't you? A brother or sister had died? An accident, of course. Then the hunger set in. Curiosity. What's the harm in just one bite? It's okay now. You found a friend who understands you. You can let go of your guilt. A lot of our kind block out the memory of their first meal. The shame is too much. But you don't need to hide anymore. Namira, the Lady of Decay, accepts you for what you are. She has a place for us where we can sate our appetites without judgment. It's inside Reachcliff Cave, but the dead have stirred from their slumber recently, and I was forced here. Meet me there. We'll fight our way to Namira's embrace together. Until then, tell the people of Markarth that their dead won't be disturbed anymore. We have bigger plans ahead.
You've returned. What happened in the Hall of the Dead? Divines preserve you. You're a hero. We'll reopen the hall right away. Here, take my amulet as a reward. Archay protect you.
Among other things, the Dwemer were expert trap makers. Watch the floor for trip wires and false blades. break a blade on the metal skin of a Weber construct. So many wondrous machines, and yet nobody ever followed in their footsteps. Why is that, I wonder?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might
The Silverblood family will be heard. Jarl can refuse to see me all he likes. Can't ignore. That's forever.
You have the honor of addressing a member of the Thalmor. Bask in it. As if this craggy wretch of a city could give birth to a superiorly bred mer such as myself. No, I'm not from Markarth. I was sent here to lead the Thalmor's interests in this corner of Skyrim. It's my mission to root out all Talos worship in this city. It's a religious matter. The Thalmor do not recognize Talos as a god. He was only a man, and does not deserve a place in our pantheon. The Empire has agreed to accept our beliefs, and its citizens have a responsibility to cease their heretical worship. You're awfully inquisitive, aren't you? I like that. Perhaps you'd care to solve a little problem I'm having. Ogmund the Scowled. He's old, respected, and I know for a fact that he worships Talos in his home. But the Jarl has been hesitant to call for his arrest. I want you to break into his home and find evidence. We're the ruling body of the Old Mary Dominion, saviors of Mer, victors of the Great War. The Empire exists because we allow it to exist, and I'm here to make sure the Jarl of Markarth remembers that. The Thalmor saved all of Elvenkind during the Oblivion Crisis. We've been watching over our lands for 200 years. We refounded the Old Mary Dominion, an alliance between us and our Bosmer cousins. You might know them from their common name, Wood Elves. We intend to prove the superiority of Mer over man, 1 century at a time. All right then.
You! Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth? Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words. Keep your eyes open for Forsworn when you're on the roads. As his housecarl, Igmund's security is my chief concern.
Igmund's uncle, as well as his steward.
Forsworn have troubled the Reach for you. You speak to Igmund, son of Orolfdir, Jarl of Markarth. Yes, I know. We have some advantages if they come here. The city is built into the mountainside, so it's hard to reach into, even from the skies. And everything is made of stone, even the beds. We'll have no trouble from Dragon's Fire here. It all started here, this rebellion. When the Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the hold. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started. My guards told me. Poor Margaret. And witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control. The White Gold Concordant, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for. When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into the hills and became the Forsworn. If you'll excuse me, I have a city to run. Break the law in Markarth, and it's off to sit in the mine with you.
To work, or Anton will rip my head off.
Don't mind the dogs. They get anxious when they haven't had dinner.
Before you say anything, no, I am not from the Reach. No, I'm a Breton from High Rock, and I refuse to be mistaken for a filthy native. I don't care if we share the same ancestors. These people are savages. Half of them are forsworn barbarians. And have you seen what they eat? What have I done for the gods to take me so far from my beloved Daggerfall? Yes, the finest court in all of High Rock. You think politics here or something? Well, we Bretons invented politics. That is where I learned to cook, and where I belong. Not here with all these dogs. Take a look. Mm-hmm. Be careful!
Anton sure looks like he's from the Reach. Don't tell him that.
Outsiders aren't trusted in Markarth. Let's keep that in mind.
Citizen? If those Whiterun guards can take down the dragon, so can we.
I'm the Jarl's personal blacksmith. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? anything. Served in the Legion with my sister Gorza for over 10 years. We've seen every piece you can imagine. Have you met her? She runs the forge near the smelter. Just don't bother talking to her, apprentice. Boy has no talent. Depends on what you need. A light armor is good for travel, less to carry. A heavy armor weighs you down, but no true warrior goes without it. If you want some heavy armor, I might have a deal we could work out. I need a Daedra's heart. Jarl wants me to cool this new sword in blood. You get me a heart, I get you some armor. Interested? Good hunting. Until next time.
Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission. Because Cal Silmo doesn't want anyone to go in. He runs the museum. He makes the rules. You have a problem with that? Go talk to him. You'll find him in front of the ruins during the day, just down the tunnel.
The artifacts I've discovered in Neshuan Zell will make history one day. You have my gratitude. That spider had been interfering with my excavations for months. As promised, here's the key to the Dwemer Museum. Mind the displays. Some of them are quite fragile. Oh, really? This looks like someone from Stauben's little group. A brave scholar, but not very wise. If you find Stauben, it would be good to see any notes he may have collected. I doubt you'll find him alive, though. What? Oh, goodbye.
I'm Calselmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
Fear for the ball, eh? I'm a swordman, so.
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time. You again. What are you doing here? If you must know, I'm the maid. And the master of the house is old and needs his rest. So if you don't have any business, leave.
Yes?
Need something? Need something?
Out of my way, outsider. Bother someone else.
Best defense is a good defense, am I right? What is it? I have to wonder.
The sisters are communing with Debella. They can't be disturbed. A heathen. Lovely. Oh, don't put on that angry look. I'm just teasing you. Debella is the divine of beauty. She is a patron deity to artists and bards and those who seek life's simple pleasures. The temple offers her blessings to pilgrims, and instruction in enjoying all life has to offer. Well, you are lovely to look at, and there's so many things I could teach you, but I'm afraid the temple isn't taking in new students. Debella's blessing to you.
Ah, Lindrel holds a fine home if you can afford it. The steward in the keep can tell you more.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
Watch the skies, traveler.
You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here? Oh yes, Waylon. Bastard could have at least gone crazy after we made our silver quota. Whatever you want to know, I don't care. I run a smelter, that's it. Fine. I did notice something odd the last time we handed out the pay. Little extra slip of paper for Waylon. Took it right to his room after he got it. You want Garvey. He handles the keys for the Warrens. About the only thing that disease-riddled native is good for. Every other day, seems one of the laborers runs off to the hills saying he'll join the Forsworn. You don't like the Nords? Fine. But pledging your whole life to killing them, that's just dumb. What? No. Thonar Silverblood owns it. He owns everything in Markarth. But he hands all the paperwork over to Nepos, the Nose, to finish. That old man's back is heavy with burden. What? Are you telling me how to treat my workers? Do you have any idea how much metal the Silverblood family wants us to smelt? All right. You sound like a damn Legion officer, but I get it. I'll give him a break. This better not hurt our quota.
They don't busy with the smelter. Really should talk to Mullish if you have a problem with one of the workers. Mullish, big orc fella. Can't miss him.
Can't talk. Mullish will beat me if I stop working. I don't believe it. Someone sticking up for us? Here, it's a week's wages for me, but you've earned every coin. The Forsworn? That's right, I'll say it. We all knew. Even that fat-headed slave-driving Mullish knew. Just ask him about it. Another honest man lost in all this madness. And for what? Me and Hathrasil mostly. Mullish barks at us all day, but I wouldn't call that honest work. A few people in the Warrens used to work here. Dagain broke some bones a while back. Altris quit. Kareen is too sick. Until next time.
city of Markarth sure is a beauty. No doubt about that. It's an old city. Legends say dwarves built it first. Then after they vanished, the natives moved in. Finally, the Nords took over around Tiber Septim's time. That bent a few folks' arms the wrong way. They just called themselves the people of the Reach. Not of common blood with the Bretons by the looks of them. Used to have their own kingdom till the Nords came. Now they're at the bottom of the pile. That's right. At least according to them scholars. Stonework's clearly not Nord, that much is for sure. Old elven fella named Calcimo, up in Understone Keep's the one you want to talk to for me about that. Wrote all those books. That's right. A whole group of the natives called the Forsworn rose up against the Nords. Drove them out. Then old Frick Stormcloak came with his militia. That must have been a sight to see him shouting folks to death. You'd think that'd be the end of it. Those Forsworn are still in the hills, and they're as wild as wolves. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. I can't wait here forever. What's the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morth has enough problems as it is.
It's no use. Let's get back to it then.
Keep your wits about you. Morthal's hardly a safe place.
Unless it's about the mill. I don't have time to talk. Too much to do.
Fear for the bow, eh? I'm a swordman.
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters is in Solitude. You mean Ulfric's so-called Stormcloak Rebellion? The Nord Kings, excuse me, Jarls. They can't seem to control their own people, so the Legion has stepped in to keep order. Sadly, the Empire's stretched a little thin these days, and we've gotten very few reinforcements. So we've been forced to recruit locally. But rest assured, citizen, we'll put an end to this uprising, and things will get back to normal soon enough. Not sure I understand the question. The Legion's always been in Skyrim. We have garrisons throughout all the provinces of the Empire. Our mission is to serve the Emperor, uphold the law, and protect the citizenry. Skyrim's days are darkening, and the Legion will soon be called into service like never before. But we stand ready, as always, to meet that call. Think you've got the mettle, eh? Honestly, the Legion can use all the able bodies it can muster. We have our hands full. A dead king, A rebellion, and now dragons. Skyrim's a mess. If you're serious, make your way to Solitude. Our headquarters is Castle Dower. You find General Tullius there, commanding our forces in Skyrim. But talk to Legate Rika. She handles the local recruiting. Until next time.
What do you need?
If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can we. Best defense is a good defense, am I right?
So, life has brought you to Morthal, and to me. What purpose this serves, we will no doubt see. Welcome. I stand where I have always stood, here in Morthal. Now is not the time to fight amongst ourselves. I fear dark days approach, and all of Skyrim's strength will be needed. That which is unknown can create unease, even fear. It is to be expected. Some fear our new resident wizard. As they grow to know him, they will accept him. Time will prove me right. All right then.
You will not disrespect Jarl Idgrod while in this hall. Do we have an understanding? Then by all means, go about your business. Until next...
Keep your guard up. Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys.
What is it? Dragons?
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do?
I'm just a poor man trying to make a living. I'd leave Mortal were it in my power. This damned war has come. My boy is to grow up without a mother? What life is that? It's not right,
Have you
I
seen
tell
my
you.
mother? I'm still waiting for her to come home.
Hasn't been seen for a while. Some say the swamp took her. Part of me wishes it were that simple.
A new face. Such a welcome sight in dreary old Morthal. Welcome, friend. Welcome.
Welcome. There ain't much to offer, but if you want a place dry to spend the night, I'll rent you a room. Hrogar's house? It burned down not too long ago. It's a real pity about his wife and kid. The screams woke half the town. Most folk won't go near it now for fear it's cursed. Hrogar claims it was a hearth fire. Some folks say Hrogar started it himself. That's what they say. See, he's living with Alva now. That started the day after the fire. It ain't right moving in with a new love the day after your kin die like that. Aye. Our Jarl would sure like to know if he did, though. Might even pay to find out. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. You looking for Falion? Why don't you go bother those mages at their college in Winterhold and leave my brother alone? Slow? No, it just ain't there at all. Few enough reasons to pass through Morthal before the war started. Now, well, let's just say the front door doesn't get much use. Lurbach? Fancies himself a bard. He pays, so I let him stay. If I had any customers, I'd be worried about him annoying them, but, well, look around. See ya. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. See ya.
The good people of Morthal have yet to embrace my talent.
Do you like magic? Have you seen my mother? I'm still waiting for her to come home.
Morthal used to be I'm the best warrior in Morthal, and that's no boast. You want me to prove it? I bet 100 gold I can take you, bare-handed. Just your own two hands. Weapons and magic are out. Now let's see what you got. Come on, let's see what you're made of. No! You're making me angry. Lucky hit. Now that was a punch. You're a real fighter. I like that. You ever need my steel by your side, you just ask. You've been a good friend to me. Oh, well, you know, a bit of this, a bit of that. They haven't made me a guard, even though I've been asking. So I'll take odd jobs, anything that comes along for now. Mm-hmm. You ask me? Looks like you got someone already.
Citizen?
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. Huh?
Have you seen my mother? I'm still waiting for her to come home.
Hail, companion. Best defense is a good defense, am I right?
What is it?
Papa says that I shouldn't keep waiting. Why not? Mom has to come home sometime.
If you stand before me to accuse me of sacrificing children or eating the hearts of the dead, you may save your breath! I have done no such thing, nor do I intend to. I simply wish to live my life in peace. The people of Morthal would much rather weave their own horrid tales about my life than simply ask me for the truth. If they choose to fear me in their ignorance, that's their choice, but it will not change what is true. You deal with powerful forces. Take care they do not overwhelm you. As anyone will tell you, Morthal can be a dangerous place. My talents are useful here. I help maintain order, even if it goes unnoticed. The marsh is treacherous. You would do well to not wander at night. Till next time.
Papa says that I shouldn't keep waiting. Why not? Mom has to come home sometime. Hey, you want to play a game? Really? All right. You pick. Tag or hide and seek? Okay, you're it. Ugh. You're too slow. Got you! Ugh. Got you! Oh! You're it! You caught me!
Heard they're reforming the dog guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
You're different, aren't you? Not like anyone else. Not in Morthal or Skyrim.
This damn war has cost us
Me, here for work.
everything.
I'm not one for talk. Try to keep to myself. That's true, but I'm in a new house now. A better one. Yeah, that was a shame. But now Alva takes care of me, and I take care of her.
The mill is my responsibility. And that's what I care about. That's all. Understand?
This cold is unbearable. It's all I can do not to shiver until my teeth rattle.
Never should have come here.
Well, seems like you have a bit of gold left in your pockets, don't you, my friend? Yes. Is someone there?
Victory is yours.
Would it be foolish to stop for a while and light a fire? I suppose it would.
What was that?
Your head! Pull!
Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar, stranger. Best buy your steel and move on. Nightmares? I haven't met a single man or woman who doesn't admit to having them. A bad dream I can handle. But everyone having the same bad dream every night? It's a curse, I say. I hear there's a priest of Mara visiting the inn. Maybe the divines will cure us. I've worked on a few moorings here and there for it. Most of the ship captains are superstitious about who works on their vessels, though. And Dawnstar is known for its bad luck. We're the last port of call before Windhelm, and the ore we trade makes rich targets for pirates. The finest weapons and armor. Come back if you need steel.
I help my husband Rustleaf run the forge. He's looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Not much. I came here a few years ago from Hammerfell when I married. The land is beautiful, but I can't stand this cold. I don't know how Rustleaf manages it. That's right. Home of the Red Guards. The land of sand and seas. I hope one day I'll convince Rustleaf to take us back there. Until then, I'm content running the forge together here in Dawnstar. We forge every day if you need anything.
They say that vampires attacked the Hall of the Vigilant. Burned it to the ground. Never heard of vampires doing anything like that before.
The Mortar and Pestle makes potions, if you can't tell from the name. Just step up to the counter. No, I don't have anything for bad dreams, so don't ask. My husband. We used to go out into the wilds and collect ingredients together. He used to call me his pretty juniper. It's quite romantic, if you're an alchemist. Frost took the old fool a few seasons back while he was looking for the ring of pure mixtures. I found the ring's resting place after he died, but I'm far too old to go exploring some cave now. Well, aren't you sweet? I'd be happy to give you some alchemy training in exchange for the ring if you bring it to me. I'm the oldest woman in Dawnstar. Was here when Skald the Elder was Skald the Younger. He's a fool if you haven't met him already. Thinks Ulfric Stormcloak is invincible and spits dragon fire. The people here look to Brina Marilis when they need things settled. Real firebrand going up. Wasn't surprised when she joined the Legion. If you find that ring, bring it here.